I'm going to read you a quote to begin this. It goes, "Before you are married, you can live under the illusion that you are easy to live with. But to be married is to volunteer for the most thorough surveillance program known to mankind." That's Elaine de Botton. Love, marriage, it's the stripping off of the idealized projection. And the disillusion that follows is inevitable. When you're with somebody long enough, you realize who they really are. But more than anything, you realize who you really are. I'm starting to figure out what love means. That having been said, I heard somebody say once, if you think you understand love, comma, you don't. It's the same with religion. If you think you understand God, comma, you don't. It can't really be put into words. So take everything with what I'm about to say with a grain of sand. I'm not gonna make like cheesy statements instead. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna talk to you about perhaps the most important counterintuitive insight that I've learned after all of these years being in love with Allison, with my wife. And it's just how different we are. Love isn't compatibility, it's complementarity. Call it two people filling in the gaps, coming together as a team. Like any team, like any partnership, if those two people are too similar, then a lot of the same work gets done the same way and the other stuff doesn't get done, which in a business causes the business to collapse. In a marriage seems to cause marriages or relationships to collapse. I'll give you an example, a very simple example. Allison is a night person, I'm a morning person. In the evening, she does all of the nighttime activities with the kids. She gets them ready for bed, she showers them, that type of stuff. And then I come just to like read kids' books. And then in the morning time, I'm up early. I do breakfast, I do lunches for the kids, I get them going, and then I usually will gently go up and wake Allison and the kids up just when everything is ready. I'm sure at night it bothers Allison sometimes and she wishes that I helped out more, the same as sometimes in the mornings I wish that she lent more of a hand. But that difference between the two of us is actually what makes our household work. Imagine if both of us were night people, well, mornings would be a drag. Imagine if both of us were morning people, night times would be really terrible. And so think about now how most people meet their partners. It's online on dating apps, right? What dating apps do is you're not just swiping on a picture, you're not even seeing the person's picture if their interests aren't similar to yours. You see, what we think that we're looking for before we find the person that we should be with is somebody similar to us. Similar hobbies, similar patterns. So look at this. 85% of millennials on a dating website said that how a potential date votes is extremely important to them. We don't just swipe away pictures. We don't even see their picture if their political views don't align with ours. Go back to the example of Allison and I now. On a dating profile, she probably would have included hobbies that, I don't know, extended past 10 p.m., as if that's a time that people experience vertically. We would have never met. The exact thing and difference between the two of us that makes our household work so well is actually what would have stopped us from getting to know each other in the first place. So don't look for a partner with the same patterns and the same hobbies as yours, because they're going to change over time as you grow together, as you grow separate together, right? Instead, you want to look for somebody who matches your character traits and your values, traits like cleanliness or work ethic or generosity, or values like family and friends and lifestyles. An example of shared values with different personalities. Allison and I both value friendship a lot, but it manifests differently. She's very extroverted, I'm very introverted. She's a planner, I'm not. And so Allison doesn't have to consult with me when she makes plans for us over the weekends. In fact, she's completely in charge of our social calendar over the course of the weekends. She doesn't need to consult me if she's putting something together. And that works really, really nicely for us. There's something I wrote here that I want to read to you about us having different hobbies, about having different hobbies that I hope will resonate with you. Here's what it says. It says, enjoy different hobbies, travel, explore. Don't be afraid to evolve or for your spouse to evolve. Stagnation is unattractive. It forms moss. In order for you to grow together, each partner needs to grow apart. What indeed is love if not the enmeshing of separate excitements? It's something Maria Popova wrote. You see, Allison does art and I write books. I don't knit or have any desire to knit. She doesn't write books, nor do we talk much about the books that I write. My opinion is that she's the prettiest, coolest, most clever knitter ever. Her opinion is that I'm the wittiest, coolest, and most handsome writer ever. We don't have to know all about knitting or writing to form these opinions. There's some things that we share, like fitness, and others that we don't. Not overlapping means we always have stuff to talk about, uncomplicated by personal investment, devoid of competition. Doing your own thing, having your own friends, being completely insanely passionate about something that the other person really has no idea about is pretty awesome. And it forms the basis of a really great relationship. You gotta care about something other than yourself or the person that you're with. And the same for the person that you're with.